श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम ओम अखंडानंद संबोधः वंदनात्यस्य जायते गोविंदं तमहं वंदे चिदानंदतनुं गुरुम्. So yesterday we were seeing through the 6 pointers determining that the Veda is only talking about the non-dual self. That is what is called as śravana. Okay, now śrutasyaivādvitīyasya vastunaḥ pratyagātmanaḥ vedāntavākyānuguṇayuktibhistvanucintanam mananaṃ tacchrutārthasya sākṣātkaraṇakāraṇam. So till this it talks about manana, but tacchrutārthasya sākṣātkaraṇakāraṇam is also useful in the nididhyasana. We'll understand that. So we have to take that also. Vijātīyaśarīrādipratyayatyāgapūrvakam sajātīyātmavṛttīnāṃ pravāhakaraṇam yathā tailadhārāvadacchinnavṛttyā taddhyānamiṣyate. śrutasyaivādvitīyasya vastunaḥ pratyagātmanaḥ vedāntavākyānuguṇayuktibhih anucintanam mananaṃ tad śrutārthasya sākṣātkaraṇakāraṇam vijātīyaśarīrādipratyayatyāgapūrvakam sajātīyātmavṛttīnāṃ pravāhakaraṇam yathā tailadhārāvadacchinnavṛttyā taddhyānamiṣyate. Beautiful. śrutasyaivādvitīyasya pratyagātmanaḥ vastunaḥ eva. Śrutasya, you have done śravana. What have you done śravana of? Advitiyasya pratyagātmanaḥ vastunaḥ. Pratyagātmanaḥ, you have talked of, you have heard about, you have listened about the pratyagātma, the individual self. What is that individual self? Advitiyasya pratyagātmanaḥ, the individual self which is non-dual, meaning Jiva Brahma Aikya. About that vastu, about that truth which you have heard, listened from the Guru, from the Vedantic statements. Those you have heard it, but there is no determination, right? So vedāntavākyānuguṇayuktibhih anucintanam. Vedāntavākyānuguṇayuktibhih, the logic, yuktibhih, through the logic. What kind of logic? You should not use any logic. Without logic there can be no magic. So if you want to just listen to Vedanta without even thinking, then don't think that Vedanta is going to be of any use to you. Because Vedanta is of no use. Because there are people who just go and sit in Vedanta class without using their brains, without using their knowledge. That is of no use. That is why he says, vedāntavākyānuguṇayuktibhih. The yuktis, the logic should be that which is in tune with Vedanta. Vedāntavākyānuguṇa, in tune with the Vedantic statements. That is what is said in Sadhana Panchakam. Dustarkat suviramyatam shrutimatatarkonusandhiyatam. Dustarkat suviramyatam. You should have to give up from far away the bad logic. And what is good logic? Shrutimatatarkaha anusandhiyatam. You should have to only think about the logic which is prescribed, accepted by the Shruti. Okay? So that is what he is saying here also. Vedanta anuguṇayuktibhih, the logic which is in tune with the Vedanta, that anucintanam. Instead of chintanam, he is saying anucintanam. Why anucintanam? What is the difference between chintanam and anucintanam? Chintanam, if you say thinking. Anucintanam means after thinking. After thinking means listening. After listening, thinking. Following the thinking. Anu paschat chintanam. Paschat, later. After what? After the hearing, listening. Whatever śravana you did, after doing śravana, thinking about that. Without śravana, you cannot think. So after śravana, if you are going to think using the logic which are accepted by Vedanta, then that is what is tad mananaṃ. That is what is called as mananaṃ. Accept as mananaṃ. Okay, mananaṃ viduhu ishyate. Now, what is dhyāna? vijātīyaśarīrādipratyayatyāgapūrvakam tailadhārāvadacchinnavṛttyā sajātīyātmavṛttīnāṃ pravāhakaraṇam. Okay, let us go to the dhyana later. Let us understand what dhyana is. Let us go to that dhyana later. Let us understand what dhyana is. What does that mean? See, dhyana means meditation. We all hear about the word meditation. I want to meditate. What is meditation basically? Without understanding what is meditation, how can you meditate? Meditate, the simple definition for meditation is a vijātīyaśarīrādipratyayatyāgapūrvakam pravāhakaraṇam dhyānaṃ. Vijātīyaśarīrādipratya, contradictory thoughts, tyāgapūrvakam, by giving them up, by renouncing the contradictory thoughts, by giving up the contradictory thoughts. Sajātīyātmavṛttīya, non-contradictory, similar thoughts. Sajātīya, same jati, similar thoughts. Pravāhakaraṇaṃ, making it flow, making a flow of similar thoughts without it being disturbed by contradictory thoughts. Let us say, if I am going to think, I am going to meditate on the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, my mind should always stick to the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, 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 without being disturbed by any other thought. Whatever be the thought, if it is remaining without being disturbed by any other thought, if there is only one flow of thought without getting disturbed by any other thought, then that is what is called as meditation. What is this meditation, this dhyana, which is said here? Vijātīyaśarīrādipratya. Yes, there is a contradictory thought. Contradictory thought is not regarding the pot, cloth, etc. Śrīrādipratya. Vijātīyaśarīrādipratya. The body, etc. I am body, I am mind, etc. Or the thoughts regarding the body sense organ complex. Anything regarding the body sense organs. Without that disturbing your flow. What kind of flow? Tyāgapūrvakam, by giving them up. sajātīyātmavṛttīnāṃ pravāhakaraṇam, similar jati. What kind of jati? Not of mantra. ātmayātārthyaniścittyai, thoughts about the self, the identity between the individuals and absolute self. That thought. Pravāhakaraṇam, the flow of that thought is what is called as a akhanda vritti. That is what is called as akhanda vritti. That akhanda vritti, pravāhakaraṇam, it should be flowing without any disturbance. How? That is why he is giving an example, tailadhārāvadacchinnavṛttyā. Tailadhārāvat, like a flow, pure flow of a ghee or oil. When you pour oil or ghee, there is a line, that's all. There is no disturbance, there is no flicker, nothing. So, like that, the droplets don't fall from here and there. It's just one simple line. Like that, acchinnavṛttyā, without being stopped or disturbed, there should be one flow of thought function about the self. Taddhyānamiṣyate sākṣātkaraṇakāram. That is what is the cause for whatever you heard through listening. Śravaṇaṃ. But this is said in manana also. Manana, it is said in manana, but in manana, it is cause for paroksha jnana, the immediate knowledge. In nididhyasana, it is cause for immediate knowledge. That is the difference. This to daily deepanyaya, a lamp which is placed on the common wall, like that. It shines on the other side and this side also. So, śrutasyaivādvitīyasya sākṣātkaraṇakāram is for manana also, is for nididhyasana also. And this flow of thought function, which does not get disturbed, which flow of thought function of self, which does not get disturbed by the body sense organ complex association, is what is called as a dhyānaṃ. Is called as dhyana. In Chatusutri Bhashya, at the end of the Bhashya, the fourth sutra Bhashya, Bhagavan Bhashyakara quotes Sundara Pandya Acharya, an Acharya called Sundara Pandya. His shloka is quoted by him. The shloka, the verbatim meaning of the shloka is like this. Till one has the identification with the body sense organ complex. Like that, till one gains the identification with the absolute self, one should have to practice this. This is the meaning of that statement. So that is what we have to do. Okay. So we have generally understood till when we should have to perform this śravaṇa, etc. We said until you have disease, you have to take medicine, or until you have hunger, you have to take food. Similarly, until you have this problem, you have to do the śravaṇa, etc. Now that is said. Now, individually, what is the result of the śravana, manana, nididhyasana? That is said here. Okay. Tāvatkālaṃ prayatnena kartavyaṃ śravaṇaṃ sadā pramāṇasaṃśayo yāvatsvabuddherna nivartate. Tāvatkālaṃ prayatnena kartavyaṃ śravaṇaṃ sadā pramāṇasaṃśayo yāvatsvabuddherna nivartate. Yavat pramāṇasaṃśayam svabuddherna nivartate. Until pramāṇasaṃśaya, pramāṇagata samśaya, the doubts regarding the pramāna, the means of right knowledge. Svabuddherna nivartate. It does not leave your intellect. It does not leave your mind. The doubts is not eradicated. Until the doubts are not eradicated from your mind, till then, tāvatkālaṃ, till that period, sadā prayatnena śravaṇaṃ kartavyaṃ. You should have to perform śravana sadā, always prayatnena with effort. Earlier he said nairantaryena tatparyena. Here he says sadā prayatnena. Same thing. Always with love, with effort. You have to perform this. What? Śravana. Till when? Till you don't have the doubts regarding the means of knowledge, means of right knowledge. Means of right knowledge, pramana means the Vedas, Vedanta. Until you have doubts regarding the Vedanta, is Vedanta the only means for this? There are so many philosophies, there are so many religions, everyone professes something and other. No. You can understand this even after listening to Vedanta, when people run behind some Tom, Dick and Harrys who claim themselves to be gurus. Then you can understand this person has not even done the śravana properly. If your mind does not run away from the Vedanta as the valid proof, then you have not done the śravana proper. If you have done the śravana proper once for all, this doubt will be eradicated. You will have no doubts regarding this. Okay? Now, what is manana? What is the result of manana? For how long should I perform? That is answer. Prameyasaṃśayo yāvattāvattu śrutiyuktibhiḥ ātmayātārthyaniścittyai kartavyaṃ mananaṃ muhuḥ. Prameyasaṃśayo yāvattāvattu śrutiyuktibhiḥ ātmayātārthyaniścittyai kartavyaṃ mananaṃ muhuḥ. Yavat, until again. Until when? Prameyasaṃśayah, until you have the doubt regarding the prameya. Until you have the doubt regarding the object of knowledge. The means of knowledge, means of right knowledge is Vedanta. And Vedanta establishes the non-dual self and nothing else. Because people who claim to accept the Vedanta as the proof, like the yogis, the Sankhyans, the logicians, the Purvamīmaṁsakas, they all say we accept Veda as the Veda. Veda's conclusion is Vedanta, right? So we accept the Vedas as the proof, but they differ in the conclusion. They accept different things as a Vedanta. So what we say is, you don't have the clarity that Vedanta is talking about the identity between the individual self and absolute self, and Vedanta is the only means for that knowledge. Till then, you have to do śravana and manana. Until the knowledge that Vedanta is talking only about the identity between absolute self and individual self, you have to listen to Vedanta. You have to think, meditate, reflect on Vedanta. Okay? So, tāvattu. And how should I do it? Tāvat, till then, definitely ātmayātārthyaniścittyai, to understand what the real nature, yathārtha bhava yatharthya, the real nature of Atma, śrutiyuktibhiḥ, through the Shruti, through the Vedic statements and through the logic, not the logics which are accepted by Vedic statement here. Śrutiyuktibhiḥ, through the logic and through the Vedic statements, You, by thinking with concomitantly, you have to muhuḥ mananaṃ kartam. You have to again and again perform the manana till you don't get this doubt eradicated completely, till the point of no return. Okay? Now, what is the point of a nididhyasana? That is it. viparītātmadhīryāvat na vinaśyati cetasi tāvannirantaraṃ dhyānaṃ kartavyaṃ mokṣamicchatā. viparīta ātmadhīhi yavat na vinaśyati cetasi tāvannirantaraṃ dhyānaṃ kartavyaṃ mokṣamicchatā. viparītātmadhīhi yavat cetasi viparītātmadhīhi na vinaśyati. Until yavat, again, until cetasi from the mind, viparītātmadhīhi, in contradictory things, the idea of atma, meaning simply put in the non-self the idea that it is self. Until na vinaśyati, until the idea of self in non-self is not completely eradicated, tavat, till then. Mokṣamicchatā nirantaram dhyānaṃ kartavyam. Till then, the person who is desiring to gain moksha should perform the dhyana. Manana also said the same thing. Nididhyasana also is the same. Manana also talks about the atma aikya, and nididhyasana also is talking about dhyana. Also talks about the same. There in manana, the doubt regarding the identity is removed. Now here in dhyana, the contradictory ideas are removed. But if you are going to get rid of the doubts, you have to remove the contradictory ideas, right? There the immediate knowledge is spoken about. Here the immediate knowledge is talked about. But still, what is the difference? Even after telling immediate knowledge and immediate knowledge, I don't really understand it. Good. Very good. So, Sanatana Dharma, Vedic text declares one should not perform bad deeds, one should only perform good deeds. Other religions, they sometimes falter in this for so many reasons. In Vedanta, we don't falter. We very clearly say, if you are going to do bad karma, you are going to be born in bad births. You are going to suffer in bad births. If you are going to perform good karma, you are going to be enjoying good births, and in the process, you will be able to gain the moksha also, right? No, this is very clear. Vedas are the proof. Vedas say that doing bad karma gives bad result, doing good karma gives good results, right? So, Vedas are the proof. Śravana is done. There is no doubt regarding bad karmas produce bad results, good karma produce good results, right? Papa and punya we know. Papa is bad karma, punya is good karma. We know that. But even after understanding clearly that we should not perform bad karma, do we stop performing it entirely? Talking bad about others, thinking bad about others, hurting others, do we stop it? No. Even after understanding it, because it is not clear yet. Even after understanding we should have to perform only good karmas, are we encouraged to do good karmas? No, we always find, oh, not for him, not for her. You always find a fault. Even if you don't find a fault, we are going to be afraid. If I am going to perform this bad karma, good karma for this person, good karma. If I am going to perform this good karma for this person, probably that person will be hurt. I don't want to hurt that person, or I don't want to enrage that person. So, even the good karmas, we don't perform fearing some retort, rebuke, right? So, that is why he says, Śravana is done, Manana is done, and Nididhyasana should also be done. Dhyana is also to be done. And what is dhyana? We already clearly said, akhanda vritti is dhyana. Gaining the akhanda vritti, I am self, self I am. That is the dhyana. Okay? Now, yavat natarkena nirāsito'pi यावत् न तर्केण निरासितोऽपि दृश्य प्रपञ्चस्तु अपरोक्षबोधात् विलीयते तावत् अमुष्यभिक्षोः ध्यानादि सम्यक् करणीयमेव. Till when you have to perform the dhyana. That is said here. यावत् न तर्केण निरासितोऽपि दृश्य प्रपञ्चः तु अपरोक्षबोधात् विलीयते तावत् अमुष्यभिक्षोः ध्यानादि सम्यक् करणीयमेव. Beautiful. Yavat, until tarkena, through logic, nirāsito'pi, you have already nicely negated. You have already nicely negated. What is negated? Drishya prapancha, the world that is perceived as illusory. You know, through logic, a beautiful logic. Pracham tarkaha, the ancient people's logic. This is what Bhagavan Bhashyakara says in Mandukya Upanishad Karika, establishing mithya. When people ask, where is mithya established? Anywhere mithya said, Bhagavan Bhashyakara very clearly says in his Bhashya, Jagat mithya prachina prayogaha. This is the old logic. What is that? Jagat mithya. The world which you perceive is mithya, is illusory. How? Drishyatva, parichinatva, jadatva. Three reasons he gives there. Drishyatva, because it is perceived. Parichinatva, because it is limited. Jadatva, because it is inert. If something is perceived, if something is limited, if something is inert, then that is illusory. Simple logic. We know the logic. Pot perceived, limited, gone. Cloth perceived, limited, gone. The world, rooms perceived, limited, gone. The God himself, when he appears, perceived, limited, gone. We have dismissed him also, right? Now, even after understanding it clearly like this through logic, aparokshabodhat na viliyate, until it is not clearly dismissed through the immediate knowledge, clearly, completely, without any doubt. Tāvad amushya bhikshoho dhyanādi samyak karanīyam. Till then, for this bhikshu means for this seeker, dhyānaṃ karanīyameva. Dhyanādi karanīyam. He should perform the dhyana, etc. Definitely, there is no doubt. Till he gains a clear knowledge. That is why I say, aparokshabodhat na viliyate. Through the immediate knowledge, it is the drishya prapancha is not viliyate. It is not dismissed. It does not merge in the self. Until then. So that is why I keep saying, once the knowledge takes place, the world which you perceive as real cannot exist. Therefore, there can be no pratibandhas after the realization. Because once the cause is dismissed, the effect is as well dismissed. There is no need to put any effort to that. There can be no pratibandhas, because pratibandha is part of the, pratibandha means the obstacles. Obstacles are part of the illusory cycle, the avidya. So once the avidya is negated, there can be no way that this world exists in the same way as you see. There can be no doubts regarding the self and non-self. There can be no doubt regarding my real nature. There can be no doubt regarding if at all you see something. Okay, so then till then, like what, there are two examples, same example, a dog example, but one is the worldly example, other is the scriptural examples which are given in the Vedanta. The first example, there is this dog which decides, I too have some pride. I will not eat the leftovers. No, people throw food. After they eat, they just throw it. And I run behind it and I eat it. No, from today, I will not eat it. It stops. It decides to stop eating the leftovers. Then it hears the noise. Tap. Somebody ate something and threw the leftover. Uchishta, we call it. The contaminated food. The moment it sees the contaminated food, it hears the sound, it forgets all its conclusion, determination, it just runs behind the food. This is the worldly example. Example given in the scriptures is the dog vomits whatever food it ate if it has if it has an indigestion problem, it vomits it, and after curing it, it eats the same food. That is the kind of a thing. We say conclusion, determination. This determination is not immediate. We still have doubts. We still have all the erroneous knowledge. So completely those erroneous knowledge needs to be eradicated without any doubt, without any choice. Until then, this manana, this nidhyasana, this dhyana should be performed. Okay, we'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.